Great day. So let me start out by breathing. It's important to take your breaths. It's important to breathe. Sometimes when we're startled, struggling with issues, we're mad, angry, we don't breathe properly. So it's important to do that. Secondly, we must be cognizant of the importance of your sacred divine self. This is, it should be respected. You should be respected. Divinity is respected. Not only is it respected, but it is dignified, responsibly, intuitively, and compassionately loving. Don't think being loving and compassionate means you're soft. You're not soft. Because if it's time to take care of business, divinity takes care of business. You do what you have to do in the moments that's necessary. However, you got to be pushed to do it. You shouldn't be quick to anger, quick to be mad, quick to find fault. You know, the 3 C's: criticism, condemnation, and complaining. That keeps you on a low vibrational frequency. And it's important to understand that energy, frequency, and vibration expands, doesn't evolve. Now, there are those things that do evolve. Divinity is not one of them. It expands. All of the attributes and characteristics of energy, frequency, and vibration. That's what we do. We do that with words. We do that with the expansion of the synapses in our brains to bring about ideas or other concepts, or it's an expansionism that's happening, family. Family of one, it's an expansionism that's happening. Nothing evolves, not nothing, consciously anyway. The consciousness that's pervasive is like the air you breathe and the water you drink. That's necessary, but it's an expansion of that which is to present to you solutions to knowing thyself. Everything is a solution. Everything is a remedy. Now, you can see it as a problem, you can see it as an issue, you can see it as, oh, I'm learning, oh, I need a teach. You can see it any way you choose. Because divinity is sovereign. And sovereignty means you have autonomy over your comings and goings. Well, if I can go and rob a bank, well, divinity ain't interested in doing nothing to undermine itself. So all of those low states of frequency, or low states of vibratory frequencies, or low states of thought processes, which in essence reflect a vibratory frequency that is lower than your divine self, is not acceptable. And when you are in line, in harmony, and in sync with the centered aspects of you, you ain't interested in stuff that's beneath you. That's why we don't do what a lot of people do. Now, we can. Of course we can. But being dignified and having dignity and showing respect, and because you get what you give. That's energy, frequency, and vibration. Everything goes out, it circles right back. That's what I know. This is what we all know. But we'll say, well, no, I'm going to get them because they did that. You don't have to. They'll be taken care of. This is not a system that loses when you're connected to the centered aspect of your all. of the all that you are. When you're centered, you're not a loser. While it may not be microwavable, it might not happen like that, but it's gonna happen, baby. And all you have to do is hone and process and practice your skill set. See, now some of you will know what I'm talking about, because this frequency is not exclusive to me. This frequency is pervasive for those who choose to ride the wave that is now. It's now. It's not coming. Well, it's going to be. Well, I'm looking forward to. It's here, baby. Whether you know it or not, we are riding the wave. Some of us are. Some of us are. I got people get upset at me because I'm happy. What you happy about? You got a new woman, you got more money, you got a new job, you got none of that stuff is the happiness that I'm talking about. And if you don't know it, I can't tell you. I can't tell you something that you don't know anything about. I can speak the words, you can feel good about it, but if you don't have the experience, let me say that again. The experience to know, it's just words. You don't know unless you have the experience. You will not gain the wisdom from reading a book. You don't get wisdom and knowledge from reading a book. I know they tell you you do, but they don't know what they're talking about, because they don't have what it is. Because if they did, you wouldn't be here. If they had what they needed, you wouldn't be here. So they're going to tell you what to keep you off track. You're not going to get it outside of yourself. Meditation, any form, transcendental, relaxation response, breath exercises, yoga, tai chi, anything that involves disciplining self. So that means you got to go inside. You got to go inside. You have to go inside. Not praying and asking for, learning the skills to master promoting and pushing it out. And not pushing it out of anger, not pushing it out of fear, not pushing it out because that's what they say, not pushing it out because of ego, but pushing it out because you genuinely, sincerely know who you are and why you are and how you are to do, because you have some answers. You got it. The only way you have answers is that you have questions. And if you have questions, the answer is in the question. The fact that you're asking the question, you have the answer. Now, you might need confidence. You might need a little more self-esteem. You may need a little more, but not egotistical, ego-tripping, aggressively controlling. Those things are not divinity. They're aspects of you, of course, but they're out of control. There must be a balancing of all, not a negative, not all positive, because all positive throws you out of balance on the other side. You've been on negative side, and then if you go all positive, you're going to be out of balance on the other side. So what you have to do is gain balance. It's about balancing your energies now. You have the abilities to do it all. However, you must maintain or manipulate with some level of respectability for your power. and not misuse it. When you know who you are, you don't misuse the power. Because what happens is it comes back. So if you misuse it on someone else, it's going to come back to you. This is energy, frequency, and vibration, family. It's a whole nother language that we must get in tune with. And then practice, practice, practice. And if it's something that you don't want to relate to, be bothered with, deal with, step away from it rather than go there, because we all can go there. We all can do it. We all can be mean, nasty, hungry, ignorant. We all can do it. We've been trained by the best in that area. So we all have that in us too. Every aspect of all there is in you already. You are that which is. Period, point blank, end of story. You know, they've anthropomorphized, I think I said it right, that which they call God. So they gave God the attributes of man. So that's a creation. That's something that somebody gave you. That's something that they said, okay, this is what he says, this is what he says to do, this is how he says to do it. That was for the uncivilized. Oh yeah, the barbarians. That's who that was for. That was for the uncivilized barbarians. Now, guess what, family? Family of one, guess what? Tell me this ain't, tell me this is not, tell me that this isn't a barbaric civilization. Tell me that this isn't civilized barbarism. Tell me that that's not what this is. To understand, family, we have to see things as they are. I'm a voice of consciousness. Peace.